Ace realized that if you have children who aren't going to learn all day, and in fact, if they're not made to learn all day, these kids, whatever their ophi, their personality is, by keeping them in the base midrash all day long is not good for them, because they sit for 9 hours, they learn for maybe a half an hour, and for 8.5 hours, they're thinking, "Wow, I'm a bad kid because I'm not learning." They subconsciously, at least, are thinking, if not many of them consciously, because they realize they're not learning. So they have ants in their pants, and this is not doing for them. So we realize if you take them and give them 3 hours of learning in the morning, and learning that's going to speak to them, learning that's going to speak hashkafically to them, learning that's going to speak to their neshama in a deep, clear way, and then you give them activities in the afternoons that are going to build their self-esteem through physical challenge, whether it be through carpentry, whether it be through climbing mountains, literally climbing mountains. When the kid stands up on top of a mountain that he just climbed, that's off the beaten track, he really feels that, quote unquote, he's now climbed a mountain. And that enables him, when he comes back the next day to learn, that he can now overcome a challenge in Gemara, in Chumash, or whatever else, in Hashkafa, it doesn't matter, because he knows he's now accomplished with himself physically, so he knows he can transfer that over to the psychological learning side of things. The goal of the program is, these kids, we want them to become mensches, and we want them to connect to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And someone who's not a mensch, it's very hard for them to connect to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Them to get a purpose. If they have a purpose, they will connect again. So that was the beginning of ACE. The type of learning that he was doing, that he did in that summer program, really connected him to Torah and to himself. But there was no other program, no full-time learning yeshiva that would be able to connect him. So discussing this with Ariel Fishman, the person who runs Remote Expeditions, who's now our program director, and Yechiel Weiss, who's our educational director, I said that putting wilderness programming, boot camp, and Torah together in a full-time framework was the way to go.